An American politician who served as the 47th Vice President of the United States from 2009 to 2017, Joe Biden says, corruption is a cancer that eats away at a citizen's faith in democracy, diminishes the instinct for innovation and creativity, already tight national budgets, crowding out important national investments. It wastes the talent of an entire generation and scares away investment and jobs. So let's join hands to help eradicate this cankerworm called corruption. Hello and thanks for joining us on another episode of The Eagle. My name is Aisha Muhammad.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation, and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Today's program promises to be interesting and enlightening as Magu seeks media support in tackling corrupt bankers. Also charges Nigerians on whistleblowing. EFCC seeks NDIC's collaboration against wonder banks. This and more reports will come your way right after this message.
Corruption is dishonesty and illegal behavior by people in positions of trust. A public office is a public trust. Do not abuse positions of trust for private gains. Stay away from corruption. Nigeria is a great nation, and it is our responsibility to make the country greater. If you notice any act of corruption, please report to the EFCC via info@efccnigeria.org or call 09 904 4751 or 09 904 4752. You can also call 09 904 4753. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, has called on the media to support the commission in its quest to rid the banking sector of some corrupt elements, denting the image of the industry. Magu made the call in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, while meeting with compliance officers of banks. Martha Eche has the details.
The acting chairman disclosed that there are rising reports of some dubious bankers abusing the ethics of their profession by revealing classified information on some premium accounts to their accomplices for the purpose of money laundering and criminal extortion. Magu lamented the way some bankers throw confidentiality to the wind and place people's accounts into intimidation and harassment, thereby aiding money laundering. The practice, he said, should no longer continue and appeal to the media to sensitize the public on it. The acting chairman, Ibrahim Magu, expressed worries on this trend and warned that the EFCC will not fold its hands and allow such elements continue their fraudulent activities. He described media practitioners in the country as corruption hunters and fighters and sought their cooperation in exposing shady characters in the banks. Magu later held a strategic meeting with compliance officers of all the banks in the South. Martha Eche, reporting for The Eagle. Still
from Port Harcourt, The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, has charged Nigerians in the South-South to embrace the whistleblowing policy as part of effort to boost the anti-corruption war. Magu made the appeal in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, through the head of public affairs, EFCC Port Harcourt Zonal Office, Dele Oyewole. The report.
The acting chairman made the appeal while speaking on Wave 91.7 FM during a public awareness program on whistleblowing. He said the whistleblowing policy is very significant as discoveries have been made so far by the EFCC across the country. Magu pointed out that the nation needs a robust economy and functional infrastructure, which the whistleblowing window could provide opportunity. Magu also assured whistleblowers of their safety, noting that the Whistleblowers Protection Act 2017 provides that a person who makes a disclosure shall not be subjected to victimization by his or her employers or by fellow employees, adding that the person who makes a disclosure has the right to take legal action if he or she is victimized, dismissed, suspended, declared redundant, transferred against his or her will, harassed or intimidated in any manner. Martha Eche, reporting for The Eagle.
Corruption is a cankerworm, na cankerworm. I said na cankerworm, na cankerworm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, but we fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, but we kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them obodo yibo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh, women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health we no see. I said na cankerworm, na cankerworm.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Nigeria, now we all know.
Now we'll move to the southeast zone of the EFCC, where the acting chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, called on Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) to collaborate with the EFCC in the elimination of fraudulent investment opportunities and Ponzi schemes which have ripped Nigerians of millions of nairas, especially in the southeast zone. Magu made the call through the Southeast Zonal Head of the Commission, Usman Imam, while receiving the Zonal Comptroller of the NDIC, Vera Igu Ikwe, in his office. Martha Echi tells us more.
Magu noted that the two organizations have had a robust relationship and that he has personally benefited from trainings on financial analysis organized by the NDIC. He noted that the EFCC sometimes relied on expert opinions from the NDIC on some of the Commission's cases relating to financial crimes investigations, which require financial analysis. While calling on NDIC to assist EFCC in halting the prevalence of fake financial institutions, Magu decried the high rate of investment by Nigerians in fake investment companies.
We do financial crimes investigation, so most of the time we need experts' opinion of financial experts. I think that was the wisdom from day one. We had to have NDIC, CBN around us. And that we have really impacted, especially in the early days, to be very honest, training.
In her response, Ogbo Ikwe assured the EFCC of her corporation's readiness for working partnership towards protecting the nation's economy and citizens from criminal elements. She said NDIC and EFCC have always collaborated such that some staff were exchanged on secondment where expertise are shared and same will be exhibited in Enugu Zone. Ogbo Ikwe, who gave insight on the workings of our organization, said both EFCC and NDIC were vested with the difficult task of protecting government and private investments, and that NDIC was ready to partner with the EFCC in the elimination of fake investment and financial institutions in the southeast.
For us here in Enugu, you have a zone here and outfit. We believe that we should work hand in hand and share share views, share information, and collaborate at our own level.
Ogbo Ikwe was accompanied on the visit by some senior staff of the corporation, which include Chima Onyechere, Wowo Yahaya, David Dibia, Jonathan Omale, and Tracy Nwadije. Martha Eche, reporting for The Eagle.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation, and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
If you're just joining us, the program is still The Eagle, coming to you from the stables of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Next is a conviction report where the EFCC Enugu Zonal Office secured the conviction of pension fraudster Akupidili Christian Anayo. Here are details of what transpired in court and how he was convicted.
Okudili Christian Anayo was convicted before Justice K.I. Okpe of the State High Court, Enugu, sitting in Enugu State. He was convicted on a 6-count charge bordering on forgery, impersonation, conspiracy, and stealing to the tune of 13 million naira. The convict pleaded guilty of the charges preferred against him when he was arraigned. After reviewing the charges against him, Justice Okpe found him guilty of all charges. The court convicted him and adjourned till May 13, 2019 for his sentencing. Anayo's ordeal started when the complainant, Enugu State Government, alleged that on May 3, 2017, the Enugu State Exco had directed that May, June, and July 2017 pensions and salaries of the state pensioners and 3 other agencies of the state government be paid by checks after physical verification. At the end of the verification exercise, it was revealed that the convict, who was an ad hoc staff for the verification exercise, in charge of the system computing the names of the verified civil servants in the state, conspired to use the bank accounts of 3 fake pensioners, Ngene Patrick Somto Chukwu, Annie Ifeinwa, and Patience Christian Chimezie, domiciled in Fidelity, Stanbic IBTC, and First Banks PLC, respectively, to divert funds meant for the pension and salaries of the civil servants in the 17 local government areas of Enugu State. Goundu Ngweta, reporting for The Eagle.
Corruption is dishonesty and illegal behavior by people in positions of trust. A public office is a public trust. Do not abuse positions of trust for private gains. Stay away from corruption. Nigeria is a great nation, and it is our responsibility to make the country greater. If you notice any act of corruption, please report to the EFCC via info@efccnigeria.org or call 09 904 4751 or 09 904 4752. You can also call 09 904 4753. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Wonders, they say, shall never end. Just as the federal government is making efforts for Nigerians to have ease of movement in the transportation sector, some group of people at the Idu, Kubwa, and Kaduna train stations have been arrested by the EFCC for ticket racketeering, making it difficult for passengers to have access to it and further sabotaging government's effort. Here are the details.
Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abuja Zonal Office have arrested 5 suspected train ticket racketeers. They include Clement Zaka, Udim Sunday Samson, Adams Danladi, Otitomoni Omobolanle, and Hassan Dauda. The commission swung into action after receiving an intelligence report alleging that some group of people in the Idu and Kuba train stations have been racketeering train tickets, making it difficult for passengers to have access to tickets, and further sabotaging government efforts in ensuring easy transportation across the country. The suspects were arrested during a sting operation at the stations. They will soon be charged to court. In the same vein, operatives of the Kaduna Zonal Office of the EFCC, acting on intelligence report, also arrested ticket racketeers at the Rigasa train station. Investigations revealed that some members of staff of the station, in connivance with some touts, were defrauding unsuspecting travelers and selling train tickets at a higher rate. For economic tickets of 1,300 naira and 1,500 naira, they were selling at a rate of 2,000 naira to 5,000 naira. And for first-class tickets, which goes for 2,500 naira, was sold for between 7,000 naira to 15,000 naira. 3 persons, including a staff of the station and 2 touts, have been arrested. The station manager, chief marketing officer, and Chief Parcel Booking Officer of the Kaduna Railway Station have also been invited for questioning. Goundu Ngweta reporting for the Eagle.
While the EFCC remain resolute in its effort to sanitize the system, it is, however, important to stress that we should not be the ones jeopardizing our comfort for selfish reasons. A whistleblower is a person who exposes any kind of information or activity that is deemed illegal, unethical, or not correct within an organization that is either private or public. The information of alleged wrongdoing can be classified in many ways: violation of company policies, rules, law, regulation, or threat to public interest, national security, as well as fraud and corruption. Those who become whistleblowers can choose to bring information or allegations to surface either internally or externally. Internally, a whistleblower can bring his or her accusations to the attention of other people within the accused organization, such as immediate supervisor. Externally, a whistleblower can bring allegations to light by contacting a third party outside of an accused organization, such as the media, government, law enforcement, or those who are concerned. Whistleblowers, however, take the risk of facing stiff reprisal and retaliation from those who are accused or alleged of wrongdoing. The Eagle crew took to the streets of the federal capital to engage with citizens on how well they understand the policy of whistleblowing. Over to you, Ilyasu.
Whistleblowing policy in Nigeria is an anti-corruption program that encourages Nigerians to voluntarily disclose information about fraud, bribery, looted government funds, financial misconduct, government assets, and any other form of corruption or theft to the Nigerian Federal Ministry of Finance. The policy provides that if the government is able to recover stolen or concealed assets through information provided by a whistleblower, then he or she may be entitled to between 2.5% or 5.0% of the amount recovered. In the quest to understand how much Nigerians know about the policy, here is their submission.
Whistleblower policy is a policy that exposes those who steal either government or private funds.
I know that whistleblowers are those citizens that speak up when they see another citizen commits anything like stealing, any crime, internet fraudsters and all that, and they report it to the EFCC.
It's a policy to expose different fraudulent activities going on in Nigeria, and a government agency, EFCC in quotes, trying to use a third party to get such information to make them aware about it. That's what I know about whistleblowing policy.
The respondents say for the program to be more effective, government must guarantee the safety of the whistleblower and also conceal his identity.
It's not yielding result because the person who is going to report is not sure about his safety.
It's not the monetary aspect that is very, very important. First is the security aspect of it. Because supposing if you are a whistleblower and maybe after blowing the whistle, then government pay you whatever they wanted to pay you, no matter how small, no matter how big, and you are being exposed to danger thereafter, then your life is not safe. What is the importance of the money you collect or incentive you collect after exposing yourself to a risk, and then you cannot stay to enjoy it, or you become an enemy to some people who will be chasing you?
What I think should be given to a whistleblower is tight security. You know, after you reporting to the EFCC, you don't know what the criminal has for you. So I want government to ensure tight security for the whistleblowers.
Speaking about the 2.5% to 5.0% given to the whistleblower, the respondents say Nigerians should be patriotic by reporting cases of corruption without incentives, while others advise the government to reward the whistleblower with a job.
Nothing. Just like a patriotic citizen. You work for your country. Does it mean that when you do something, they must pay you? A crime is always a crime.
See, this thing has to do with patriotism. We don't even need to begin to give this financial incentive to Nigerians to get things working well. First of all, how to get him secure. How not to expose who he is. Okay? The office where he is blowing the whistle. I think that will give people a sense of belonging.
Government needs to protect them, because if you are exposing somebody that is corrupt, you need to be protected. In my opinion, I believe that anyone who gives useful information that lead to the arrest and apprehension of a culprit should not only be given monetary incentives. I suggest that, number one, the person may be given a job to encourage other people.
To qualify for the reward, the whistleblower must provide the government with information it does not already have and could not otherwise obtain from any other public available source to the government. The actual recovery must also be because of the information provided by the whistleblower. So what are you waiting for? Quickly report any financial embezzlement you see to the appropriate authority to benefit from this reward. Ilyasu Haruna Bala, reporting for the Eagle.
And with that, we have come to the end of today's episode of The Eagle. You too can be part of this program by sending your inquiries and suggestions to The Eagle at efccnigeria.org, or search for us on Google Plus at Official EFCC or Official EFCCNG at gmail.com. You can like our page on Facebook.com/Official EFCC or follow us on Twitter at official EFCC. And of course, you can visit our Instagram page at official EFCC. To watch our programs and other activities, please log on to youtube.com/official EFCC. My name is Aisha Muhammad. I leave you with these parting words from Grace Paul, who says, I believe that transparency is the solution to our problem on corruption. So let's all be transparent and honest in our dealings. Change begins with you and me. Goodbye and God bless Nigeria.